asked me again
I don't even know how
today.
to put it into words. Like,
I'm just gonna play. I'm not gonna talk. Because I'm listening to something. You guys can listen too if you want.
I didn't
But it's just,
that this had actually happened. It almost felt like a dream, or like everything that happened was just like a movie, and it wasn't my life. But these past few days, it's literally just snapped me into reality that this shit has happened, because I feel like a way that I deal with trauma is trauma blocking, and I try to forget that it ever happened, but I've been forced to live in it and deal with it the past few days. And as much as it sucks, it's something that I'm grateful for, because I'm not just doing it for me, I'm doing it for us. And I've received a lot of messages since I posted part 1 with people sharing the same story, and it's
I know I have a charge
how
controller.
people have gone through the same thing, and that is why I'm doing this. This is literally why I'm doing this, to tell our story. This is for the people that are going through this right now. This is for the people that will never go through this. Sorry. Oh, sorry, that was a bad time to cough. This is for the people that will never have to go through this because they see this video. This is for the people that have gone through this. This is for you. This is for us. And as much as it sucks that I went through this,
I don't like this on the up.
I'm grateful that there's a reason that I did, and it's to help everybody else and share my story. Like I've said a million times, this is not just my story. This is your story. This is our story. I've said it before, but I would do this a million times over if it meant that nobody else had to. And it scares me to think that if it wasn't me in that situation, and if it was somebody else, I wonder if they would have stayed until they died, until they got killed. Because I know if I didn't leave when I did, it would have gotten to that point.
This would have.
This is the second half of my story, and I'm not done talking about my story after this. I don't know when I'll be done. I don't think there is even a time to be done. I don't know. It's just scary. But I'm gonna jump straight into part 2, and I have all the dates once again written on this whiteboard. So if you see me looking over here, it's just so that I know the dates of everything. So, okay. I'm pretty sure I ended off the last video with the story about the nightclub, and I don't think I got into the night time of that experience. So this was October 24th, 2024. Sorry, I'm like sick right now. God, this was October 24th, 2024. I told this story in part 1, but I'll brief through it to get to where next part comes in play. So basically, me, my roommate Emma, Brennan, and my boyfriend had went out to a nightclub for my friend's birthday, and my boyfriend was convinced that my friend Brennan wasn't gay, even though he is, and events took place that night that led him to get aggressive and get physical with me and Brennan because he was convinced that we were hooking up. He forced me to twerk on Brennan, forced me to say I wanted to F Brennan, tried to get Brennan to say that he wasn't actually gay and was just threatening us, and then took us into a back room to talk, and then ended up throwing us into a pile of chairs until somebody had walked in and he had walked out. So basically the moral of that whole scenario was basically that my boyfriend at the time was just convinced that my gay best friend wasn't gay and thought that I was hooking up with him and cheating on my boyfriend with him. So that was that.
A little concerning.
That was like that part of the night. So after he had thrown us into the chairs, I go to the bar, and at this point I just start throwing back shots because I couldn't believe that he had just got physical with me and my best friend. And
Whoa. What are back
I'm not
shots?
exactly sure
Whatever.
what
Probably too young to
happened
know.
on the way home. I don't even know if we took the same Uber home. I really don't know. But I remember I got back home, and immediately me and my boyfriend just start arguing, and he's accusing me once again of
Frick.
being a whore, a slut, cheating on him with Brennan, calling me every name in the book, everything you could think of. So, we're just arguing, going back and forth, and I remember I also thought that I was home alone. I did not know that my roommate Emma was home, so we're just going at it. And at this time, he had gotten physical with me a handful of times before, so I didn't want to escalate the situation further, especially since I thought I was home alone, and he was obviously intoxicated and had already gotten literally physical with me that night in a public setting with my friend. So I didn't want to push it any further. So he's screaming at me, "You're a slut, you're a whore, you wanna F Brennan, you wanna F Brennan, you wanna F Brennan." So after a while of arguing, I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. It's 4 a.m. I'm done. So I get in bed and I put the covers over me to act like I'm sleeping. To act like I'm sleeping, so that hopefully he will just go into the living room and sleep on the couch, because how are you going to argue with somebody that's sleeping? So I lay down, he's just yelling at me and I'm not responding, I'm acting like I'm asleep. And then I just hear him yelling, getting closer, he's walking closer to the bed. And then he gets on top of me.
Alright, sorry, I had to pause that because that sounded like that was gonna get inappropriate. Yeah. So we're just not gonna play that because it's already inappropriate, kind of. So we're just not gonna play that. And I will probably get canceled if I do play it. But if you guys want to watch it, it is the name of it is it's re-uploaded by a different person. He doesn't love you, Kayla. Bro, what the frick? Why are those slippery, bro? He doesn't love you, Michaela. PT2, that was part 2. This is if you want to watch part 1 first too. It's the same title, just with just part 1 or something. I don't know. I don't exactly know. I don't even think it says part 1. But that was weird. Like, what? I don't think I want to listen to that anymore. But yeah, that's if you guys want to watch it. Probably not. But that's up to you. I probably shouldn't have said that because I don't know how small, how old these kids are that are watching me. Ask God. But yeah. Whatever, I'm getting kind of mad. I'm just gonna get into the YouTube video about. I'm mad now. I keep dying. Frick.